I thought I could share with you guys what I picked up during our Paris trip. I do want to have one last beauty chat. Didn't take any of my designer pieces, but I'm done. Hello everyone. Whoa, that was a bright light. Welcome back to a semi all over the place kind of vlog. I have a few things that I need to take care of. I was finishing getting ready right now, and I have a little kind of affordable fashion semi, because I have something that's a little expensive that I also want to share, but I also wanted to share with you guys what I kind of picked up from Paris. So again, just a chit chat, kind of put me in the background sort of vlog. So first off, we are heading to the dentist. I am back from vacation, and before leaving on vacation, I actually had to get my teeth rescanned. If you're new around here, I'm doing Invisalign. So we sent it off. It didn't come back within time before I left to Paris. So I've basically just been wearing my, in my last tray basically for all this time. If you've ever done Invisalign, you get it, you get it. So I basically been doing that. And then today, this week, I actually got the call that my new trays were in, and today is the appointment. I'm finishing getting ready, so I just wanted to kind of share with you guys a little bit of my makeup favorites at the moment. This is what I basically did the entire time that I was in Paris, except a few little changes here and there. But here's my skin. I am just wearing the Clarins tinted sunscreen. Guys, I love that. I have loved it since the minute I got it. I've already repurchased it. Like, if you just want to have a really lightweight kind of coverage, because honestly, all it does is just kind of like blend and like remove my redness. So it just kind of hides that. And I love that. I've always said it from when I started this channel that I was hoping to be the type of person that honestly didn't even have to wear makeup, but a little tint, I feel like it's perfect, and I found the right one that works for me. You guys have been here for a little bit, and I just pointed out because this skin that I have now that I am very, very pleased with was not this case for a long time. So I do suffer from hormonal acne. I still do get some certain breakouts. However, I currently do chemical peels around 5 to 6 months every year. And then I also get like regular facials. It actually has another thing that she calls it. I'll pop it up on the screen because I'm blanking out right now. I get those about every like month and a half to 2 months. I am not the best at eating, so I will point that out. I definitely love my sweets. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I love my crumble cookies. And even though I try to do better eating choices just for my health and like to feel comfortable with myself and my body, and I don't look at what I weigh because that varies depending on so many things. So I just want to feel comfortable. I try to make healthier decisions during the week. My husband and I love a good date night. We love a good new restaurant. We love going back to a restaurant that we love. So we're foodies, okay? I just wanted to get that out of the way. So I'm not the best at the food selection, so I'm sure that that also plays a role into my breakouts. With all that out of the way, let's get into the remainder of the makeup. So again, I just have the tinted moisturizer. What I do is that I use either this one or my Dibs Duo Stick. I really like that one too, but I just kind of like tap it. You can see, just for a little bit of blush. I do love a good blushy cheek. So I am all for some color on my cheeks. And then, that was my phone. Then I'll just go in with this little blush brush and just tap it away so that it looks a little bit more natural. Also, just did my official last blow dry of this long hair. I think I have driven you guys so crazy with this long hair. I was leaving it long for the wedding, which, by the way, really quick, talking about the wedding, I want to take a minute to thank every single one of you. I know that I posted on Instagram. I didn't share pictures here, but on Instagram, you guys were amazing, sending so many incredible messages, so many messages to me, my family, my brother, my sister-in-law. I mean, this community that I built here on YouTube and on Instagram, I love it. I love this little space of mine, and I'm so grateful for everyone that took the time to write something, because honestly, you don't have to, and it's really nice that you went out of your way to do it. So thank you again. But I was leaving it long for the wedding because I wanted to do kind of like an updo, and the hair came out beautiful. I loved my hairstyle for the wedding, but I'm done. I am ready to be back to my short bob. I'll reveal it with you guys here, so stay tuned till probably the end of the video. I am just putting a little bit, the like tiniest little bit amount of brow gel. I do feel like I need to find a better one. I don't know if this one really does the job that it needs to, but it works. Guys, I am not a beauty guru. I have no idea what I do with my makeup. Honestly, I feel like it turns out great. Somebody might look at me and be like, you look like a hot mess, and that's totally okay. I'm happy with my results. So this is what we have so far. Again, just a kind of little color on the cheeks and then the brow gel. I am going to curl my lashes really quick just so they have some sort of like style to them. And I'm gonna put just a basic kind of lip gloss on. I do wanna share with you guys really quick, this set, it's from Amazon. It's so good. It's currently my like go-to working from home sort of set. It's also a great travel in set option. Keep in mind, I am 5'3" and the pants hit me perfect. I wash them and I hang them to dry. I don't tumble dry them, so just keep that in mind. This is a size small. It comes in a ton of different colors, super affordable, of course, it's Amazon. And honestly, the material is kind of like, if you've ever bought anything from Spanx, I think they have like a specific line that it's like this very soft. I mean, I don't even iron it and it looks like it was ironed basically. So I really like it, very airy, very soft, as I said, great for travel, especially long haul travel. And just great for like running errands or just hanging around the house or anything like that. So just wanted to share it with you guys. Last but not least on the makeup spectrum is I've been using this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish in the color 2 medium. I got this back when we went to Doha last year, and I just basically kind of pat it on to help with any sort of oily situation coming through, because I do tend to have an oily T-zone and I live in Miami, so you figured. But I love it. It really does kind of give that like flawless airbrushed look. And well, you guys could see I'm definitely in need of purchasing another one soon. Here is the outfit for the dentist. I thought about taking a jean jacket, but honestly, sometimes when I'm laying down, jean jackets can be like a little bit restrictive. So I thought I would just go with something comfortable. This is a kind of little button-up cardigan from H&M. Anytime that I link a similar option to this one, I link one from Quince, which is extremely similar. And then for the bottoms, I have these like linen brown culottes, I think it's what they're called. These are from, I believe they're the Gap. They're old, guys. So again, I'll try to find something similar. For shoes, I'm actually wearing these. Funny enough, I had no idea that these are actually a kind of dupe to another sort of shoe. So I got these from Amazon, I believe last year, and I love them because they're obviously brown. They have the little gold detail there, and then they are a tie around the ankle sort of situation. So very dainty with the straps, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like I just want to do like a really full-on monochromatic look and then make my bag be the statement piece. And I feel like this allows me to do this with brown looks. But turns out that I think these are a Dolce Vita inspired option. So I'll leave both linked down below. They come in gold, they come in a bunch of colors, as do the Dolce Vita ones, but obviously they are like a fraction of the price, so up to you. Honestly, had no idea they were from Dolce Vita. I recently saw a influencer on Instagram that I follow mention the Dolce Vita ones, and I'm like, oh, those look similar. So these are the ones that I will be wearing. And then I am actually going to have a quick lunch just because I want to make sure that I eat before I go to the dentist, as I'm having new attachments put in and all that stuff. I'm sure my teeth are going to be very sensitive today. So I'll probably end up having a protein shake later on in the afternoon, and then maybe I'll order like a soup or something from Panera for nighttime and just keep it light. But I have been craving, and I will pop up like a little snippet when I prepare it. I make a like Caesar salad with romaine lettuce, then I add arugula, I add shredded carrots for the crunch rather than the croutons, and then grilled chicken, which my mother-in-law cooks for me because I cannot cook for my life. And I add the Caesar dressing. It's actually like a yogurt Caesar dressing, which I get from Walmart, where I do my groceries. I love it, and I've been craving that, so I'm gonna make that for lunch now. Finish getting ready, share with you the handbag that I picked, which I still haven't decided, and then we'll head off to the dentist. Okay, so here's the final look. Actually switched out the shoes completely, but before we do that, I do want to have one last beauty chat, and that is in regards to my nails. So this is what they look like at the moment. I did leave them also long for the wedding. I actually had them in this like beautiful almond shape, and they looked incredible. I ended up doing gel for the wedding because obviously I wanted them to last. We were gonna be there. We were there for about a week and a half. Guys, my nails are like paper thin at the moment. I have raved, and I always share with you guys over on Instagram how I use jojoba, I don't know how to pronounce it, oil on my cuticles, and then I just rub it in on my nails, and I feel like that really helps with the strength of my nails. I typically have really good nails, and I thought about it because I was prepping lunch and I nipped one of them, and I had to like file it because if not it was just gonna like fully break. They're like little paper thin, and I really like cut them and filed them down as much as I could just to try to see if like they'll grow back out now a little bit stronger. I'm so disappointed. All that to say that I'm probably gonna opt out from doing gel for a minute. We do have a beach vacation like at the end of July, and I usually do gel because obviously the beach definitely makes your like color chip. But what I'll do is that I'll end up taking the color with me and doing them myself. If you haven't been here or are new to this channel, I tend to do my nails myself. Like these were done by yours truly. So cuticle cuts, all that good stuff, I do them myself. That's like my me time. But I do like the gel for the vacation for those particular reasons. But if they're gonna be ruining my nails like this, it's a no-go. So finished outfit, same top, same bottom. I did switch out these sandals just because those, since they do hook around your ankle, they kind of cut me off a little bit, and I don't need to be cut off any more than I already am. I'm pretty short, so I appreciate all the length that I can get. So I went with my Zara slides. I've talked about these before. They're a favorite. They are super broken in, super old, but they're so comfortable, and I really love them. So I went with those, and then since I went with the cognac kind of slides, I opted for my Cuyana mini system tote. Damn, I'm looking at my Chloe tote, and I actually think it looks super cute with this outfit, and it'll kind of like be springy. Ugh. So you still have like the cognac. I'm looking at myself at the mirror behind you guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this because even though this can definitely work, I feel like this is more of a fallish outfit, you know, due to all the kind of simple, basic, monochromatic colors together. Where with the Chloe, the fact that the bag has that like linen sort of style, it definitely pulls more towards like the spring look, even though I'm wearing, you know, the dark brown, which I'm loving at the moment, and no one's gonna change my mind about that. So yeah, we're definitely gonna switch into that. With that being said, I wanted to do a quick what's in my bag, so let's do that as we go from one bag to the other. In the pocket from the Cuyana, I'm carrying my Invisalign case. Then I also have my Amazon AirPods. I take these because if I have to wait or anything like that, you know, I just like to either edit reels or do something, and I'd rather have, I'm sorry if you guys do this, but I hate when people are listening to whatever it is that they're listening on their phone on loud in like a small space. Drives me bananas. For lip balm, taking my Summer Fridays. That has been a current go-to at the moment. Loving it. Now, of course, go nowhere without some wipes. I'm using my mini pochette as my little catch-all. I have my hand sanitizer. I also have my Chanel hand cream. And then I went ahead and switched out from my Calvi Duo, which I was using, and then just put all my cards in here. In here I have, we drive Teslas, so obviously we have, you know, like the key cards. We have, I have my debit card, my go-to credit card, my health insurance, and my ID. those are basically the only cards that I carry. And then my sunnies, which are my Amazon sunnies that you guys are probably bored and tired of seeing. So that is it. Oh, actually, I'm also gonna pop in a bottle of water, and this one will go in the corner. And that's it. That's what she looks like. Yeah, this definitely like completes the look a little better. As you guys can also see, I just pulled back my hair because that's normally what I end up doing. Even after, you know, blow drying it and all that, the long hair and I just don't match. So I went ahead and pulled it back in a little low pony, and that's it. Alright, we are back, and before my teeth start completely hurting, I thought I could share with you guys what I picked up during our Paris trip. I didn't go into this trip with, let me correct myself. I went into this trip knowing that I wanted to add a few specific items. One of them being my pollen in the mochi, in the mini size. I already have videos sharing these pieces with you guys, so I'll make sure to link it at the end of this one, but this is the cutie that we picked up, obsessed. And then I also knew that I did want to add a travel piece from Longchamp. So I will share that also because I ended up picking up that, as well as something else that I picked up while I was there because I just couldn't pass up on it. Most of these items I was able to save, obviously, by shopping abroad. I do have a full-on like dedicated VAT refund video. I actually have two. I'll make sure to link them in the description box. And then I also have a video explaining to you guys how you can calculate your savings before you actually make it to the destination that you're going. So depending on the country, you basically do your research, find out your percentage, you go on the website of the specific brand that you want to shop from, and then it'll pull up the prices. You have to switch, you know, the country that you're going to. It'll pull up the prices over there, then you calculate conversion, blah blah blah, all that stuff. It's a very in-depth, detailed video, but I felt like it would be helpful, especially if you want to do, you know, some shopping abroad, to kind of like know how much you will be spending or not. But regardless, if you are shopping for, you know, brands specifically coming from that specific country that you're going to, then you know that you're always going to save money. So putting all that aside, let me share with you what I picked up. So as I said, I picked up the pollen. I also went ahead and picked up the seam in the mini size in the beautiful color root. I'm not gonna get too into it because, as I said, I already have a full-on video and I go into a lot of detail in that video. Then we actually went to the LV Dream exhibition. I believe it's been open for a handful of years, but it basically has like a rotating exhibition in it. So depending what they want to showcase, they basically do a new exhibition. While we were there, this year is actually the 130th year anniversary of Monogram. However, when we were there, it was mainly focused on like Louis' initial pieces, and that is luggage pieces. So I'm sure you're all aware if you follow the brand, but Louis Vuitton was originally focusing on luggage items, and then it went ahead and dived into handbags and so on and so forth, and it's still obviously very well known for their travel pieces. So we did that, and then at the end there is a coffee shop, and then there's also a little boutique, and I was in the moment. I just thought, why not? Let me get a little memorabilia from the LV Dream exhibition and being in Paris. So I ended up picking up the passport holder. Now, I do want to point out, okay, do one thing, May, and then jump into the other. So I picked up the passport holder in the reverse monogram, and then it just has a black interior inside. I do want to point out really quickly that I went in wanting to get the damier ebene because my keepall is in damier ebene. I know my keepall is no longer available for purchase on the website in damier ebene. So when I went into the little shop, I asked the lady that was helping us, which funny enough, she was also Hispanic, she was Venezuelan, so we started talking in Spanish. And she was like, no, I don't have the damier ebene. I have the damier graphite, which is my husband's keepall canvas. So I was like, okay, if I can't match mine, I guess I'll match his. Regardless, we like interchange keepalls from time to time. So I was like, okay, let me do that one. But when she brought it out, it just didn't do it for me. Like I felt it was like very plain. I just wanted something a little bit more fun. So I asked her to bring out the LV, and she brought out the reverse monogram one. So the whole point of the story was that I think that they've gotten rid of the passport holder in the damier band also, because I went online to look for it after I left and I don't see it. So I don't know if it's just gone or if it's just temporarily gone. If you guys have any feedback, then let me know in the comment section. But I just wanted to share with you guys the one that I was previously using. This is a Furla passport holder, and honestly, it was fantastic. But as I said, I wanted a new little passport holder. I felt like this one was perfect due to the whole, you know, kind of event. I do have both my husband and I's passport here. And the special part is that I did get it hot stamped. So at the end, they did have like a little hot stamping machine with various hot stamp that you can choose from. They had the really pretty Eiffel Tower in like the luggages. I think that's very popular and usually a lot of people choose that one. But what I want to ultimately do is hopefully get it hot stamped in all the countries that offer it, because from what she was telling me is not every country has the option to do it. And I felt like, how fun would it be to look like an actual like passport stamp, you know? But yeah, that was one of the little pieces that I picked up there. Staying with the luggage sort of theme, I mentioned I went into Longchamp, and this was the piece that I initially went in wanting to get. So I do have my Keep All 45, which I mentioned. However, there are certain countries, certain places that we travel to, and I don't know, I just don't want to be carrying around a keep all, you know, whether it is that we're going to take public transportation, whether it just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, whatever my personal reasons are. I just wanted to have a different option. So I knew I wanted to opt for the large L'Oubliage travel something is the name of it, but I wanted to get this one. And as I was doing kind of research as to like what size, I found that the large is the one that I can also use as a personal item in cabin, because the extra large is too big. And then I also came across the fact that if you got it in the boutique in Paris, I did get this one in the Champs-Élysées boutique. I do want to mention that because I got a comment in one of my reels that I did that they went into another boutique and this option wasn't available. So I got it in the Champs-Élysées boutique. They actually hot stamp it. Again, they have various hot stamps which you can choose. But of course, in the mood, I went ahead and picked the Eiffel Tower. Isn't that the cutest? I felt like it was perfect. Obviously because I was there, obviously because it's a travel piece. I just thought the idea of it was so cute. And you do have to purchase the piece, and then they do it at the end once you have already paid for it. So I got it in this beautiful cognac combination. You guys know this has got to be my favorite. I may have a new one, but this one's definitely up there. Combination from Longchamp overall, and I felt like it matched really nicely with my away carry-on that I have. And then, as I said, as I was there, I low-key had already done my research again and had this one on my radar too, but once I saw it, I was hooked. I did debate on getting the small, which is the one with the smaller size and like the smaller top handle. I love that style too. It's honestly one of my favorites from Longchamp. But when I'm traveling, I love just a good throw over your shoulder kind of handbag, and I used my Longchamp, my cognac one in this exact same size, non-stop while I was in Paris. I didn't take any of my designer pieces, which I thought I could touch up on here as well. It wasn't anything of feeling uncomfortable. It was more of the way that we were traveling. I just didn't feel like my Birkin or my Kelly were gonna enjoy that trip. I always say that sometimes I take them someplace and they're probably looking at me like, Mom, why did you bring me here? It's more or less the same thing for our Paris trip. You guys know I'm going through Invisalign, so I have to carry a little bit more things. I do carry my husband's things. They're not a lot, but it may be a pair of sunglasses, it may be his card holder, it may be a charger that he may need. You know, he's on the phone a lot at times for work. So I just have to carry a good amount of things with me when I travel, that the Kelly and the Birkin were just not going to do it for me for this specific trip. We were also going with more people. We knew that we were going to be walking a lot. I also knew that we might take public transportation, as in the metro, not buses, because we don't usually do buses, but more the metro. And I didn't want to have to be thinking about, oh my God, am I going to take the metro today? Am I not? Do I take this bag? Do I not? honestly, it was a great trip, but it was a chaotic trip. So having to know what handbag I was going to take for what situation was honestly the last thing that I wanted to like worry me while I was in this trip. So for those reasons, they stayed behind. They will have their moments in other trips, but for this one in particular, they did stay behind. So as I said, for the most part during the entire day, I was using my Longchamp in the cognac combination until I added this one. I did bring her out, I think once or twice, but I ended up getting the Longchamp. This is the new medium size, used to be the small. I mention this every time, in the mocha combination, and this is from the green line. So as you can see, they do have the little green tabs there. Also, I had forgotten to share with you guys in the Pollen video, but while we were shopping in Le Bon Marché for the Pollen bags, they had a machine and they were making like these cute little trays. I saw them, and the lady that we were working with was a sweetheart. I mentioned that, and it was 4 of us. We were all buying bags. And I asked her, oh, that's so cute. And she's like, oh, you guys want one? Let me know what color. Because they did have cognac. They had like a really light beige, I think. And then they also had like black. And we all picked cognac. But I thought it was so cute. So it was just like a basic kind of like leather piece, which Pollen is known for like repurposing their leather pieces. So they had this, and then it just had a machine and like it stamped it with the Pollen logo. And then it obviously creates, you know, kind of like that little hollow space there for you to put like jewelry or whatever it is that you want to put. I thought it was so cute. It was free. I don't know if it was because we were buying bags, all of us, or if it's just normally free. I don't know. I didn't ask. Sorry. Moving on to another little souvenir that I picked up. This is actually from a little boutique that I go every single time that I'm in Paris. I discovered it when we used to live there for about a month. We moved abroad and lived there. I have a video on it, linked down below. But this is such a cute little boutique. It's kind of like a mom and daughter sort of inspired. They have a ton of cute statement, simple, basic pieces. And I saw these and fell in love. I have previously mentioned how I really want to add a nice chunky pair of like vintage CC Chanel earrings, but most of them are clip-ons, and I don't like the clip-on idea. So not that these are giving the vibe, but they kind of have like that vintagey sort of feel to them. They are the perfect little statement. They look so cute on. Obsessed. So I ended up getting these. My mom also got a ring, and then one of my mom's friend that actually was there as well for the wedding ended up getting like a gift to give to one of her friends. And then last but not least, while we were in Le Bon Marché, we actually went after everyone left. It was a rainy day, so we actually just popped in to kind of let the rain settle. And they have like a bookstore sort of area. Le Bon Marché is huge. I think it's smaller than Galeries Lafayette, but it's still a really nice kind of like department store to go and explore. You can literally spend hours there. So we were walking around, and then we popped by this like little place where they had a ton of beautiful coffee table books. My husband and I did pick up a beautiful coffee table book for our living room. It's an Hermes orange book, and I thought it paired beautifully with our Hermes throw pillow that we do have on one of our side chairs in the living room space. So it was the perfect little addition to get. Quick outfit of the night, guys. My hair, I'm back. I feel like myself again. It is so good. I actually showed her a few photos of Khloe Kardashian having it styled it like a bob, and that's exactly how she styled it. I just think I need to like adapt to it. I love a good side part from time to time, so please excuse my low V cut. But anyways, I kind of got home and did a few loose curls here and there, and I feel like this is a little bit more me, at least for the time being. Again, I do want to play around with the bob a little bit more, but so good. We did nothing to it color wise. We just washed, cut, and styled. So this is what it looks like. Again, totally obsessed. My hairstylist, I'm so sorry, but I honestly think she's the best. She never disappoints me, and I have gone to her with some very crazy ideas and she always delivers. So I'll leave her information down in the description box. She is located here in, it's the Hialeah area of Miami. If you know the area, you know. If not, it's kind of like just like the outskirts of Miami, pretty much. So quick outfit of the night. We are going to dinner with actually my dentist. My husband and her husband used to work together in banking years ago. And then obviously when she opened her dentist office, we went ahead and started going to her office, and she's been a dentist since then basically. So it is way overdue because we have never gone out together, and I love chatting with her when I'm there. So pretty much that's what we're doing tonight. We got reservations in this super hard to get place. Her husband was able to get them. I had a completely different outfit already planned out, and then Rudy, my husband, is actually doing something on the phone, and he's like, oh shoot, there's like a sitting outside area, and I'm like, oh my god, we're not sitting outside, right? Guys, I would sit outside anywhere except Miami. If you've ever been to Miami, you definitely know how it is to sit outside here. The weather is already warm. It is not a nice, cool spring weather. We don't get those types of luxuries down here. So my outfit had to do a quick 180. So this is what we ended up with. This is actually a super lightweight dress from Target. It's old, so obviously gonna be sold out. If I find anything similar, I'll link it down below. This is the bag for the night, the newest addition from Atelier Auguste. I could throw it over the shoulder like this. Isn't she the cutest? Oh, so good. And then for my shoes, I'm going with my Valentino rock stud sandals, because when I unboxed this one, or when I shared this one in the video, I said that these sandals and my Orans are going to be on repeat with this particular bag, just because they go together so well. Jewelry, I'm wearing my little earrings that I picked up and I shared with you guys on this video. My actual wedding set, then I'm wearing my David Yurman little cuff, and then my Polen ring. For my lips, really quick, I do want to point it out. It is the Maybelline vinyl or vinyl something lipstick. Guys, these things do not go anywhere. I wear them so much while all the events in Paris, and they do not budge. Eating, drinking, coffee afterwards, crepes, ice cream, whatever it is that you're gonna do, the lipstick is going to last. So that's it. This is the look for tonight. I may or may not grab some clips. If I do, I'll add them a little bit later for you guys to see. Okay, welcome back. This is gonna be kind of like the little haul portion of the video, and we're gonna get right into it. I ordered this shirt from H&M. I'm not sure. I think it could actually work because I do like just kind of like a flowy fit. Let me see if I tuck it in. My jeans are also from H&M, by the way. I love these jeans. They are like they could easily be confused for a skinny, but they're not. They're technically a mom straight leg jean. However, they fit so well. They're high rise. They have a ton of different washes, and I think they're under 35 bucks. So love them. I do get them hemmed just because I like for them to hit me like almost at my ankle, so I can wear with like sneakers and flats. So just keep that in mind. I'm 5'3", but okay, so maybe this could actually work. Okay, I think this could actually work. I would open up the collar a little bit. I do have fashion tape that I get from Amazon, and like I would just put the collar kind of open like this. Okay, I think this can work. Let me share with you guys 2 flats that I ordered, since I do have this outfit and I'm kind of deciding on what to keep and all that. Please don't mind my hair. So I got these from Target. I think I shared either on Instagram or in another vlog a pair of like Mary Janes that I did order. I love seeing that style on people, but it really just doesn't work for me. The little strap kind of bothers me, especially if I'm wearing it with jeans. I prefer more of like a flat vibe. However, I am really liking the kind of like perforated sort of style at the moment that's going on with flats. So I ordered these from Target, and then these are so stinking cute. I actually got these from Sam Edelman. However, I ordered it from Amazon. They do have like a ton of different colors. They have like a raffia sort of material, which is really cute. but I thought the gold could be fun, and especially if I wanted to take it like into nighttime. I do have to play around with some outfits though. I think it could work. I'm not sure I mentioned it, but we are heading to Argentina and Chile for our 15-year wedding anniversary. We had other plans, however, we had to tone it down a little bit because obviously we just had my brother's wedding, which we went to Paris for. But regardless of the fact, we're still going abroad, which is kind of like a tradition that we've set for ourselves since we got married every year, except COVID. We actually went to Fort Lauderdale for COVID. It was so funny. We were like, okay, we're not gonna stay home. We're gonna go somewhere. So we rented like a house and just spend the weekend. But every other year that we've been able to do it, we do try to plan something to go abroad and then just spend our anniversary abroad. Obviously, this is 15 years, so it's kind of a big deal. So we're gonna have a very nice trip planned that we are working on at the moment. But yeah, I thought that I could take these to be able to dress up like during night times. I do want to take a little kitten heel that I do have from, I believe they're Kohan, and they're like a beigey color, so they'll match with my outfits. But again, I thought that the gold color actually worked for both day and night. Now, with that being said, let me tuck out my shirt because this isn't really the way that I would go about it for the next piece, but this is how I'm gonna share with you guys how it kind of works. So it is a piece from Sarah Flint. They are actually, I actually heard about them the first time from somebody that I follow on Instagram that loves their shoes, and they have beautiful shoes. However, I was suckered in by Instagram ads for this piece, and if you know me, you'll know that this is a perfect piece for me to add. So it came in this cute little dust bag, and inside we have what I'm gonna call a scarf belt. First off, let me say that the smell of leather on this piece is incredible. So this is basically a belt sort of piece for you to style your scarves as belts with a little bit of an added touch. How cute is that? Isn't that the cutest? So now you have your little scarf styled, but then you also have the addition of the belt, which I feel just like it's showing that this is actually the way that it's supposed to be styled, rather than when you just style like a random scarf around your waist and tie it, it's like, okay, you could have put a little bit more effort sort of situation. All right, now these are the next two pieces from H&M. Let's start off with the pants, because the pants I know for sure are a keep. I actually ordered these in a regular denim wash for Paris. I wanted like a wide leg jean. Guys, they're so good. Honestly, don't sleep on H&M denim. This is what those look like. They are extremely high-waisted, cover my belly button, as you guys can see there. Love, 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 love the chocolate wash on these, and extremely long. I have to get them hemmed as I did the other one. What I kind of try to do is I try to get them hemmed so that I can wear them with like maybe wedges or like a lower sort of heel, but at the same time, they also work with sneakers and flats. As the ones that I did to go to Paris, they worked with both options, so I was able to wear them you know, various times. Top, I'm still into my little waistcoat or vest sort of situation. Saw this brown one and fell in love. I do really like the longer A-line kind of ones, just because for me personally and my body type, I just feel like they work better, but to each their own. Like, let's add my little nugget to the mix. Now I just need my legends in gold, and this outfit is perfection. All right, and then to finish off this little haul, I actually have my orans because I'm trying them on with this set because this is the vibe that I'm going for. So this is a linen kind of matching set that I got. I have a very similar one from Old Navy, which I got last year. However, I feel like that one leans a lot more towards like the cognac sort of tones, so it pairs really nicely with my Birkin. This is a deep rich brown color. I actually also, I'm not sure if the camera is gonna pick it up, but it has just the slightest little lines throughout the whole set. I really like that. The sleeves are cinched in with my little trick. These are actually plastic kind of, people use them as hair ties, but you could do these or you can do like just very simple hair ties as well, because this is what the sleeves look like if they're undone. So even just to zhuzh up an outfit, I love cinching up a sleeve, but regardless, even if I didn't want to, I was not gonna wear it like this. If you're taller, you probably have more length in your arms than me, so maybe, you know, you could definitely put it off that way, but it does not work for me. So I just add that and then kind of cinch the rest of the shirt over it so it can cover it, and then I feel like it definitely adds something to the shirt. As you can see, the top is very flowy, very loose, which I personally have my days where this is the vibe that I want to go for. I don't want to wear anything tight. I don't want to have anything cinched or anything like that. And I feel like by adding little touches here and there, you can definitely elevate a very simple monochromatic set like this. So the sides are kind of open, as you can tell here. I think this could also work as a little cover up if you were like in the beach. Now, let's dive into the pants. This is a small. So again, high-waisted, belly button right here, and then this is where the pants hit me. It is a little tie sort of situation. It does have pockets. The length without shoes, definitely not working, at least not for me. Unless I'm in the beach, then maybe I guess it could work, because in the beach it doesn't matter. Like, you know, that's not something that really like could make or break an outfit if you're wearing this for like a resort or something like that. However, I personally hate seeing dragging pants if you're going out, period. So if you're going out to the mall, or if you're going out to lunch, brunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever it is, I hate seeing when people style jeans, denim, pants, whatever, a skirt, where it's just dragging, that you know it's too long. Like, you should have definitely tailored that. That's not the look that I like to go for. So I was trying them on with my orans and they work. They're literally just hitting the floor. So they work nicely with the orans. I actually like the color combination. And again, I feel like it elevates the outfit. I could also do it with my, I blanked. My Valentino rock studs is another option that I do have if I want to, you know, have like a little bit more of an elevated look. And then, which definitely guarantees that I need those shoes, I could definitely pull this off with my Legends from Hermes. Not mine, because I don't have them, but a pair of gold Legends from Hermes would look fantastic with this look. And then how cute with nuggets. I mean, honestly, this color, I just feel like you can pair with so many things. I could even do probably like Rouge Ash. Where is she? I was wearing her recently. So, oh, here she is. Sometimes I move around things and then I completely lose my bag. Oh my God, this is so good. I love chocolate brown with this shade of red. Just think it looks so good. Okay, we're definitely keeping this set. So overall, pretty good H&M haul. I cannot complain. I think it worked out really well. Really quick, how good would it also look with a tube? I feel like brown and a tube just goes so good together. Oh yeah, no. This set is definitely staying. Did I say the top was a small? Just in case, the top is a small. So it is an oversized boxy fit for you guys to see. But yeah, I think that does it for this all over the place vlog. I mentioned that at the beginning and I did not lie. Let me know if you guys have picked up anything new recently, or if you're eyeing anything, what's on your handbag wish list. As always, thank you for hanging out with me and watching today's video, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.